Hello, 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 welcome back to my channel. I'm Samantha Winona, this is Winona Reads. Today's video is going to be my spring TBR. I have been doing monthly TBRs and I think I still will. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I did want to put together like a seasonal TBR because one, I've seen it all over, everybody's been doing it and like kind of restocking their TBR carts and having like spring reads, but also the next couple of months are going to fly by. My daughter's birthday is this weekend. My husband is traveling. She has a party coming up. You know, there's spring break coming and all this stuff with school. There's Mother's Day parties and Father's Day stuff that they do early for preschool, since preschool ends before Father's Day. There's just so much stuff that's going to be going on from like here on out that I figured having like, you know, a 2-month or 3-month TBR until summer hits is gonna be a nice way to kind of like have my cart set and just pick out from what I want, if that makes sense. So I have, let me get my jar. So I have my TBR jar. I did it just like I did for March. So I did, instead of doing like specific books on my shelves, I did prompts. So you know, a color of a cover, or from the author jar, the TBR jar, a new release, buy a new book, those kind of things. So without further ado, let's get started. They're all in here and I did them on yellow. I did them on yellow paper to kind of have like that springy vibe. And even though my self tan is wearing off, I tried to like have a spring color on. So just don't want any to fall out of here. Also, I have to say, for the March jar, I did a prompt instead of author titles, and I did a lot better sticking to a TBR that way. I think it's like more creative than just pulling titles off of my shelves. So I might keep up with this for the rest of the year. Last month, I mean, it'll obviously be in my wrap-up video, but last month I did like an Irish author, a green cover, something that my friends picked, and I'm pretty sure I still have a green cover that I need to get, but everything else I've hit the mark. I've read one in each category, which is, I've never stuck to a TBR, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited. And I read my first Dostoevsky, so okay. First one is, also excuse my Band-Aid. If you have toddlers and you're a mom, you know that you get stuck with the Peppa Pig Band-Aids. Ooh, first one is a 5-star prediction. So something that I think is going to be 5 stars. That's a good one. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, so I'm pretty sure once I like start looking at my shelves, I'll be able to get an idea. Oh, okay. So, I would not be able to afford this right now, so I'm glad I didn't pick it on the first one. So this one says, if I draw it on the first draw, that I would have to buy an entire TBR, film the bookstore, the purchases, go over the titles. So I'm going to put this down because I already had picked the 5-star prediction. This is my second draw, and I'm grateful because like I said, my daughter's birthday is coming up and Easter, and I don't have that kind of money, so I'm not really sure why I put that in there. Apparently I wasn't thinking straight. I also am going to pick more than I picked last month. I have 2 here. I think I picked 4. I want to say I picked 4 of these last month, and this month I'm going to do more just because it is going to be a spring TBR, which is going to probably consist of the end of March, April, May, and then summer will probably start June. So it's like 2.5 month TBR. Okay, a cover that matches my outfit. So I am wearing obviously pink and black and white. So, oh, I also have a sunshine necklace, so that could be something to play into. This is the second one that I had picked at the same time they were stuck together. It says a book on travel or a book set not in the USA. So that's a good one. Okay, so that's 3 so far. Let's see what else we have. Okay, that was a big grab. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 here, so this might be the rest of them. Actually, I think I might make it even, and I think I might do 8. So this is an author jar pick. Oop, oop, focus. There we go. Author jar pick. Next is a book you want to annotate. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. That's interesting too. See, like, stuff doesn't come to the top of my head for this stuff. It's only when I'm like looking at my shelves or looking at my like to buy list that I'm like, okay, I remember like something that I would, you know, predict 5-star. Starts with the letter of the month. So A for April, M for May. So yeah, that's what I'll probably do. I'll do A for April and then M for May and also March since it's towards the end of the month. Start a new series. Oh my goodness. A new series. As if I'm not already in the middle of enough series. Let's be real. Oh, that's a big one. Okay. And then the last one. Should I do 8 or 10? Maybe I'll do 10. I feel like 8 isn't enough because I read like 8 to 10 books in a month. So let's do 10. Cover matches season or weather, which I'm not going to count weather because yesterday there was snow on the ground, but last week it was 60, so I don't trust upstate weather. So we're going to go by the season, and the season is technically spring. So next one is, so that was 8. This is 9 from last TBR that's unread. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Well, that means I could also, so I did start a couple of Dostoevsky's. I only finished one, which I'm still proud of, but it was a shorter one. And so I could finish one of the ones that I had started. What is this one? Lowest rated on Goodreads. Oh man. Ew, that worries me. Nothing on that. Oh my gosh. Ugh, that sounds, why did I put that in there? That sounds awful. Alright. Alright, so these are my 10 picks. Let's start looking, but I have to show you my puppy first. 'Cause he's so sleepy. If you need someone to bark at every car that passes, or somebody to lay with you and not get up for hours, this is your guy. He likes snuggles, but he also likes yelling at every car on the road. Where am I gonna put this? Like this? We gotta figure out how am I gonna lift this up? Guys, you know what I don't understand are tripods. I'm gonna be honest. I am not a big tripod person. Don't love it. Okay, let's see. Lowest on Goodreads, we're gonna have to wait. Book from last TBR that is unread. So that would be a Dostoevsky for me. Ooh, or the green cover actually. Yeah, that's actually probably going to be a green cover, so I'm going to have to look at that too. So cover matches the season. So flowers, springtime, light colors. Let's see what we have. Ooh. I'm gonna go with this one. This was on a, this actually could count, well no it couldn't, never mind, from last TBR. I was gonna say this could count for a TBR that I did not get to because this has been on a TBR previously and I did not get to read it. But this would match for spring because of the flowers. This is At the Phone Booth at the Edge of the World by Laura Messina. So I'm going to put these in here so that I know what is what. Okay, start a new series. I have a couple for this one. I have a couple. And here's what I'm thinking. Start a new series. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I did last time and pick a couple series that I haven't started, and then I can choose in that moment what I want to pick up, because that's been working for me. Instead of just picking like one that I haven't started, I'm gonna pick a couple, and then in the moment that I read it, I'm gonna pick. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? What is that other book? I have another series that I have not started downstairs, but I also was gifted not gifted, I was given the second book on NetGalley, although I think it's out by now, but I have a bunch of series that I haven't gotten to, so those are gonna be huge. I just hurt my finger. All right, a book I want to annotate. Let's do the author jar pick, because I haven't. That's this one. I haven't done that yet. This is going to be interesting because I honestly don't remember who's left in here, but there's still a lot. If you're new here, this is a jar that has multiple authors of books that I have multiple things by that author. So in attempt to read more than one from that author and cut down on my shelves. Does that make sense? Murakami! Cool. Okay. That would be these. I have Norwegian Wood and Kafka on the Shore. Fun, fun. Book on travel. Book that starts with A. Book that starts with M. A cover that matches my outfit. A pink book. I don't have many pink. A lot of the pink books that I have, I've read. I've read Magnolia Parks. I've read Quarter Wings in Ruin. I've read Troubles in Paradise. I've read Meet Me at the Lake. This would be a good one. It doesn't match my shade of pink, but I don't think I'm gonna get that close. So The Idiot would be a good one. Do I have anything with a sun for my necklace? Oh, here it is. This is the other one I was talking about. The series that I haven't started. And this actually would be a good one for, I guess I already picked it, but this would be a good one for like springtime. This looks like spring. Seasonal. I'm gonna have to put some of these away. We're gonna put this away. Oh, this is another one that I haven't started. All right, too many, too many. Slow it down, reel it back in. Oh my God, did I not just find the perfect one? So for the month of May, Mayflies, and I'm pretty sure that if I go back to my TBR last year, I said the exact same thing. This has May in it, May TBR. Mayflies by Andrew O'Hagan. And this was supposed to be one of my April picks that I did not get to, but I figure Mayflies. Hopefully I get to it this time. So that is letter M, May for May. I have to say, doing this lately has been like nice, simply because I feel like I'm giving myself more options in each month to pick something new, because for a while doing like the nonfiction once a month was just getting overwhelming. Like it was too many facts, it was too much at once, and then I started feeling bad that I wasn't sticking to it. So I do feel a lot better doing a prompt jar instead of what we were doing before. This is giving spring and A. So I'm gonna put this with that. Okay, what would be a 5-star prediction for me? I'm gonna say a 5-star prediction for me. I'm nervous to say this because it's so long and I haven't been in the mood for them lately, but I really feel like it would be Babel. I'm gonna put these two because I feel like these honestly are probably gonna be 5 stars. I feel good about that. I feel really good about that actually. I feel like I could be very correct. Book I want to annotate in a book on travel or not in the US. First of all, let me check my time. Okay. I have to make sure my boys are getting home from school soon, so I like feel like I'm taking forever to pick these. I just don't know what to pick. Alright, I feel like this is taking too long. I'm gonna take a look. I will be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back after a couple minutes. That was way too long, but I feel good about this. This is a lot. However, it is, again, for a couple of months, and doing it this way I feel like keeps me more on track than just picking out titles specifically. So while it does look like a lot, it doesn't mean I'm going to get to all of them. This is what I will choose from, and I have stuck the prompts sometimes inside to keep everything a little bit more organized, but some of them kind of co-mingle. So without further discussion, let's go into all of them. Okay, one from last TBR is either going to be, I still never read a green cover, but I also had started Brothers Karamazov and I didn't get very far, but I also have Crime and Punishment, so maybe I'll pick one of these up and kind of continue. I did really like his writing. These are just so dense and so little type size that it's very daunting, but like I said, his writing was enjoyable. Like this, starting this off, this for some reason, like Russian literature just sounds very overwhelming to me, but his writing was just so funny. He, like, there was a point, I was reading it out loud to my husband, I'm like, it's funny, but it's not. But he was like, as a father, he did precisely what was expected of him. That is, he totally and utterly abandoned his child. Not from any wounded matrimonial feelings, but simply because he totally forgot about him. Like, it's like a weird humor, and I'm here for it. I don't know why, but I am. So, adding more Dostoevsky to my cart. If you think I am crazy, I probably am. This is still on my cart. I haven't like been in the mood to pick this series back up, unfortunately. I just had like a weird vibe with this book, but it's still gonna be in my cart just as an option. It's not one of the prompts that I picked, but it's just here. It's just here. That's gonna go in the back. So a book that I feel like I would annotate, I have a couple here. So we have The Woman Destroyed. I actually started this when I had gotten it, and then I stopped on page 25. But I do have like the annotation stickers already, so I might restart it and finish it this time. And it is rather short. I just think I wasn't in the headspace for it when I started it. Another one that I may want to annotate is Answered Prayers by Truman Capote, which, if you are new here, you know that this has been on my nightstand. I actually put it back the other day, but I remember everything that I have read so far in this book. I'm on page 156. I just haven't picked it up since I put it down. I don't know what it is, but these go hand in hand. I believe this is the book that he talks about in here, saying that he wrote a book that was sort of a spectacle on his friends and not was making fun of them, but was like telling all of their gossip and secrets in their society, and just renamed the characters, but everybody knew who everybody was talking about. So it does sound interesting to me. I just am not sure what my like hold up with this is, but also like swan song, like spring. It just feels right to finish these. I started this a year ago. I started this last January, so back on the TBR cart we go. Another one that I want to annotate but also give spring vibes is My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante or Ferrante. And this also is on the outskirts of Naples. So this also counts for the set outside the US. But this just has like a springtime, I don't know. And everyone that I've seen has read this has given nothing but praise. So this is definitely something I want to check out soon. I feel like I'm in the mood for this. Like, I would pick this up sooner rather than later. And then another one that I would annotate is the Hemingway stories. It's also a PBS special, so I've kind of been interested to like read it alongside watching and see if it's like verbatim or if they just kind of coexist. But this also takes him, you know, outside of the US and talks about like his spies. I don't know. But it does talk about like obviously his fiction and just more of like a biographical sense of him as an author. And I haven't ever gotten into that. I've only ever read him specifically. So cool. Some other ones that are not prompts but are just going to be kind of in the back of my cart. Margot by Wendell Stevenson. I don't know why. I'm just in the mood for it. For some reason it's calling out to me, and I actually did just see somebody read this recently on Instagram, and I asked her what her thoughts were. I don't think she responded, but I'm interested because I haven't seen anybody with that book. Another one is Powerless, which I feel like I could power through in a weekday. So I do want to pick that up, but it's not like a priority, so it's going to the back of the cart because it's not part of the prompt. This is another one that I've been meaning to get to, and I feel like it's set in a Nigerian village, I believe, so I feel like this would be a good one for out of the US. And again, this is something that has been highly praised from the people that I have seen read it, but also not very many people pick this up or have picked it up. It did come out, it's not a recent book, so maybe that's why I don't see it as much. I think it came out in like 2018. 2020. So it's not that old, but I just feel like I haven't seen this around, so that is up there. These are 5-star predictions, as I mentioned, Babel and Chain Gang All-Stars. I've had mixed reviews on both of these that I've like looked it up and seen, so I don't know. I'm calling it as a 5-star. I'm excited. This one's pretty huge, so I am a little bit nervous about this one, but I just love her writing, and so I feel like this could be up there. I mean, this was a National Book Award finalist, so I feel like that just calls for a 5-star, you know what I mean? You know, there's a lot of yellow on this cart. Interesting. Okay, and then we have our month. So A for April, M for May. As you know, I picked Mayflies for May. And then A, I have a little life, but also all day is a long time. A for April, and this one kind of gives spring vibes. I'm here for this. I think this one is about addiction, which also is something that I'd be interested in reading. So this one was the author TBR. And these are Haruki Murakami, Norwegian Wood, and Kafka on the Shore. I don't know which one I would pick up first, but I've heard such good things. And I like how silky smooth these books are. I don't know, that's a weird texture thing, but they're so shiny and like smooth texture. I don't know, man. But yeah, he's definitely an author I have seen all over and have always been interested in reading. So once I finish Dostoevsky, I'm gonna start that. What else? This matches the spring vibe season. Phone at the Edge of the World by Laura Messina. This one has something to do with somebody in her family passing and just like grief and loss. So while it does seem a little bit sad, it also seems hopeful in a sense of like maybe discusses maturity and coming to terms with certain things. So that's definitely, I feel like, a spring vibe in the sense of overcoming something and starting something fresh. A book that matches my shirt, The Idiot, is, I think, well, besides this one, these are the only ones that I found that sort of match my shirt. So, oh, and this one matches my necklace. See? Okay, we got it. So, The Idiot I've been meaning to get to for so long, so hopefully that will be ASAP. What else? What else? We have another spring vibe. The Tree Girls in Brooklyn, which I had said that it had an Irish author and it did not. And then I had said in my last video, I think I mentioned I thought the character was Irish. She is not. Right? Yeah, this one's just a coming of age story about a child in Brooklyn, I believe anyway. I had misspoke because I was thinking of a different book, which I did not get to for March, but I did buy it. But yeah, spring vibes. And then these are all ideas for start a new series, which is probably the last thing I need to do. I don't know why I would put a prompt like that in here, but these are some options I'm gonna keep on my shelf. I mean, they're good options. I just have a lot. But there's The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I've been wanting to get to. And honestly, I haven't been reading a lot of fantasy or like world building, so I'm definitely ready for it this month. These just seem so daunting to start like a new world setup. It just seems daunting to me because I haven't finished other ones. Like, I feel bad for not finishing Crescent City. And I never finished Poppy War. I'm sure there's so many that I haven't finished. That makes me feel so bad. I need to wrap this up though because I have cleaning to do. So the other one is Jade City by Fonda Lee, which I have seen on people's favorite books videos recently. So that gives me hope. This actually could be a 5-star prediction too, if I get to it, because it just looks like so much. Okay, let's see. 493 pages, 525 for Bone Season. For the Wolf by Hannah Witten, 415. I think this only has 2 books. Foundry Side has 3. Robert Jackson Bennett, this has like 480. No, more than that. 503. And then One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, which I have been meaning to read for a while because, like I said, NetGalley gave me the second book and I never even got to it before it, like, it's already out now. It's not even an arc anymore. 392. So I might do a poll on Instagram actually and see what are like the top 2 books that people think I should start as far as the new series. But this is, let me set it up. This is my spring TBR card. And I feel like there's a good amount here. Let's take a look. There's a good amount of diversity in these, I feel like. The only thing, let me take this off and put you down for a sec. Oh, is this gonna work or is it not gonna be high enough? Well, we'll go like this. Okay, did I get all of them though? Unread from last TBR. Lowest on Goodreads is the only one that I have left, so I am freaking nervous for this. Like, lowest rated on Goodreads makes me... I wonder if I can even do this from my phone though. Ooh, yes I can. Ooh, yes I can. Okay. Drum roll, please. Okay, so there's a couple for lowest rated. They're not that bad-ish. Ava by Janet Perroni is the lowest, rated at 2.8 on my want to read list. A Quitter's Paradise by Alicia Chang is 2.85. Quantum Girl Theory by Erin Ryan, 2.92. The Survivalists by Kashana Cawley, 2.96. Midnight on Beacon Street by Emily Verona is a 3. I'm surprised by that. Okay, so here's my question. Do I look for one that I already own or go by the least rated? I can see if Ava by Janet Perroni is on my Libby app. If it is not, okay, so if it is not, the one that I have The one that I own is Never by Jessica Hastings. This is 3.24. So those would be the lowest Goodreads. This is the lowest that I own that is on my want to read list. And Ava is 2.81. It only has 16 ratings. It's so weird. I don't even know what it is, but I will check and see if the library has that, because that would be the lowest rated on Goodreads. So there we have it. How are we feeling? What are you guys reading? That's what I would like to know. What are you reading this spring? Because I'm sure a lot of people are reading like romances and like lighter stuff. And February was really my romance month. I read a ton of romance and a ton of like Kindle books, I feel like. And I'm just phased out. I'm getting ready for something else. So I feel like this is such a good variety that I'm excited to see what I pick and excited to do some vlogs. I'm excited. That's a lot. Okay, so TBR cart, we're good. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you're reading. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like, share, follow. Have a good spring. Have a good Easter if I don't see you before. And keep reading. Bye.